Hello, folks. This is Josh Ayen with the Mick Network. I have a very special guest with me. He has taken his talents over to the Far East Side, the new varsity boys basketball head coach for Warren Central High School, Coach DeAndre Davis, Sr. Coach, thanks for joining us this afternoon. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, you are, like I said, you are going over to Warren Central now. It was a very quick time frame from when Garrett Weiniger announced he was leaving Warren Central. Could you take us through that process of when you put your name into the ring and when you found out that you got the job?
Sure. I guess when I found out that Weiniger left, obviously I was curious about the position. So I immediately reached out and felt, I want to be a head coach. So I reached out to find out, what the opportunities look like and proceeded from there. I put my name in the hat and was invited for an interview and came back for a second. And then shortly after, I was announced as the head coach. I heard I was in good company, though.
Well, absolutely. And Coach, you are no stranger to Warren Central. Obviously, you spent years as an assistant coach over at LC. You played Warren Central at least once a year, sometimes even 2-3 times a year, just depending on county championships and the sectionals. Just based on your time over at LC, what have you come to understand about Warren Central basketball and just about the Warren Township community?
Yeah, so as of late, we were playing Warren Central possibly 3 times within a year. And each time we face them, we know it's going to be a dogfight. I mean, we're going to have to put everything on the line to try to come out victorious in the game. A great program. I mean, and the kids that they have there are talented, athletic, tough as nails. That's what I'm used to as far as when you talk about Far East Side kids, and they are every bit of it. So we knew that we were going to have our hands full. So, I mean, preparing for it and trying to get ready to play them was always a intense week of practice.
And of course, working alongside some other guys like Coach Pace, Coach Al Gooden, those two are amongst the best when it comes to coaches in high school basketball here in the state of Indiana. What'd you learn from them, and what can you take from their experiences coaching into your time, into how you're going to be a head coach over at Warren Central?
So I learned a lot over the years. I've been coaching for 19 years, so I learned a lot over the years, and leading up to Coach Al Gooden. But I coached under a lot of good head coaches, and Al Gooden brings great structure and discipline. I mean, I think that especially with the group of kids that we had when he first came on board, we needed that. And I think that what he brought really taught me a lot on how to tame players and get players to understand their roles and how to play together and things of that nature. And he brought that. And he's an excellent coach. Kids love him. I think that all those attributes kind of fit into what made me a better coach.
You're walking in some very big shoes when the 2020-2021 season starts at Warren Central. Obviously, Warren Central has had a ton of success over the last 5 or so years. That was started by Chris Byers. Garrett Weiniger had a lot of success in his only year with the program. How do you plan to continue that run of success when you take over?
Well, I think I left big shoes. I think that the program that we established and we kind of helped build at Lawrence Central is no different. I think that when you talk about Lawrence Central and Warren Central, it's pretty much the same. So I want to bring over some different philosophy, new ideas, but more importantly, still carry over that same tradition as far as what Chris Byers and Weiniger left in the winning culture that they have. So I want to continue that on, and I think that we're going to have a good group of kids to come back to accomplish that as well.
Have you had a chance to connect with any of the returning players? Obviously, some of the big names that come to mind, Malik Stanley, Chandler Jackson, those guys really stood out from that team last year.
Sure. I've spoke to a few of them. I've been trying to, work through some other things that we have to solidify right now, but I'm planning on reaching out to the remaining players, and with the pandemic going on right now, we're just trying to get our footing and try to find out what direction we're heading. So I would say within the next week or so, we'll definitely have all the players, be in contact with all the players, and then all the coaches. We'll have our coaches meeting and things of that nature, so we can kind of move forward.
This is obviously way too early to predict, but one of the other big news that's coming out with you going over to Warren Central, your youngest son Tay will also be transferring over to Warren Central, and Tay has a lot of upside, and I'm sure a lot of fans over at Warren Central are just salivating right now at the possibility of Tay teaming up with guys like Sean Black, Malik Stanley, and all those other guys. Just how excited are you for Warren Central heading into the 2020-21 season?
Well, I'm excited. One way or the other, my son coming over is just an added benefit because the team already is good, and hopefully he can help contribute to the team and make us even better. There's a lot of talent there already, so I don't want to put him into the picture as far as what Warren already has. He'll help make them better, but they're already good.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we're looking forward to seeing you on the sidelines and hopefully seeing high school sports come back in a safe and responsible manner in the next few months.
Thank you very much.